tool bags. ATAX IX CQD subloads. These will carry 2 M4 mags per pocket, so 4. They'll also carry 3 MP5s, a pair of clamped MP5s, a smoke grenade each pocket, or 16 rounds of buckshot on our pull-out trays. We've also seen guys put little Pelican cases in here to secure items or whatever you want. Cigar, no, these are injectable cases. Tool rolls right there. Wrench rolls. Tiff Blue and Woodland composition book covers. Raid Royal Blue toiletry bags. Yellow toiletry bags, those probably go to orders. We have TK4 pouches and multicam quad pistols, OD, PALs, single, I don't know what these are, 6P pouches, dual Typhon pistols, Velcro belt attach, a bunch of orange something. Landon, Chase, hey, what's up, Chase? One of those injectables could be mine. I'm sure it is if you've got one on order. Yep, Byron, it is yours, one of them. Paul Vaccaro, what's up, Paul? How are you? We have butt packs. If you want a multicam butt pack, now is your chance. If you are sure you want one, I would recommend that you email me tonight and we'll put one online for you. Otherwise, you roll the dice with all the rabid dogs. Maybe you get one, maybe you don't. They go very quickly. Rallyman subloads and IX coming up. Dual-handled boot bags. Woodland dual-handled boot bags. Spent mags, multicam modular. More pieces. If you haven't seen these, so the butt packs, this is the back piece of the butt pack, right? Piece of scuba webbing sewn in there. That's what makes it so rigid. And then there's another piece of scuba webbing that actually gets put on here also, that the PALS goes over, so you can attach it. Very, very stable. Hydro carriers, OD black, going to run. Package delivery, better than Christmas, right on, man. Iridium, what's up, man? So Byron, if that ships tomorrow, you'll have them by the weekend. I also saw you had a question in the members only. We're actually doing those tomorrow, so we'll go through those. Injectable, Byron, last item. Yeah, this should ship tomorrow, man. Your Ranger eye patch, bite inflation shirt, everything's there. Thanks for kicking out the cigar cases, Travis. Yeah, we did some yesterday. We actually have quite a few cigar case options. If somebody is hearing this and wants one, we've built a lot of them. We have a lot of color options. There's custom order options on a lot of things. So if there's something you really want to have and it's not in inventory, you can order it in that manner, and those usually get expedited along the way. Or if there's something completely crazy color combo you want, like you've got all some weird stuff that we never make, that's how you get those things. Lots of stuff added here today, like small items, fanny packs. I see multicam black toxic fanny packs. That'll be a cool one. Vertical dual pistols. Lots of roll-up dump pouches, small utilities. Man, we can't build those enough. Those just blow out of here every time we run those. Tool bag should be delivered Friday. Nice, Chris. Nice. Be using it by the weekend. Love my cigar case. Currently has 4 cigars. Right on, Byron. Right on. We filmed, Scully and I recorded for 3 hours today. Pulling the Thread podcast, 3 hours long. Brandel and I shot another sewing video, and then we shot a yelling at the camera video also. Talking to the camera. Yelling at the camera. I need some fork extenders for my forks. This is a extra long pallet. I believe it's 8 feet long, this pallet. And we got the forks halfway, so with the sheer weight of this thing just pulled all of the slats out. But we got it off the truck without dropping it. John Witherspoon, what's up, man? How are you? Big baller, ordering 2 super sacks of animal feed. If you guys don't know, that's pretty expensive. It's not as expensive as Tractor Supply, and you get a much better product than Tractor Supply, but still nonetheless expensive, especially for something that will become poop. Is that Amanda's Valentine gift? It is part of Amanda's Valentine gift. Now, I said, what do you want? She said, a squat rack. The squat rack is probably the bottom 4 boxes. The rest of it is all the other stuff that goes with it. No bars, no weights in there. We have a lot of Rogue bars already. Easy K, what's up, man? How are you? This one will get rolled out of here tomorrow, so we don't have to take it apart. I don't know when it gets moved to its new home if we need to take it apart or not, but we'll put this on some dollies and tuck it into a corner somewhere. Just 1 ton each. Yeah, just 1 ton each. That's all. That's it. Just 1 ton. You almost have to have a real truck to move that, which you do, of course. Probably not moving that in a Jeep truck though. I mean, you could probably put 1 super sack in a Jeep truck. I mean, it'll fit. It'd probably break it in half, but I wouldn't put it in a Tacoma either. Somebody actually said that the Jeep trucks are made on the Dodge Rebel frame, I think they said. Started using an Abril, or fuck yes, it does work, man. Yeah, it does. You talking about the handles on the side with the 1 wheel? Yeah, those work. 37 folks here. Hit that thumbs up for us. That'll help you see when we go live. Brandel, for instance, who is here every single day, knows that we are live right now and cannot actually can't find us. He uploads the fucking videos, half of them, and can't even see the live feed. We have my dog, out of the blue, has decided she likes to chase these goats. And the one male goat, for some reason, or what am I saying, sheep, right? He won't just fucking headbutt her, right? So we'll go out there, he'll be laying on the ground, and you'll literally think he's dead. He's like playing dead. And she'll be pulling his fur out. No blood, just pulling fur out of him. And she'll chase, she just gets bored and will chase things. She likes the chase, right? So we've got a collar on her now, and I have to sit there and watch her long enough till she does something stupid, and then zap her. And in mid stride, she will jump in the air and turn over and turn around in a circle. Not realize, like, I don't want her to associate that with me, so I just stay there long enough till she does something. It seems to have broke her for a little while of it. I mean, we'll have to keep doing it until they kind of outgrow it. Livestock guardian dogs, it kind of happens. But this will aid in correcting that quicker. She had his whole head in her mouth. Well, Amanda, I wish somebody would have told me. Did you zap her? I didn't ever hear about that until right now. So because I zapped her 3 times this morning, but it wasn't sheep she was chasing. So sometime after that, she obviously got him. So did you correct that, I assume? Got my dump pouch, no quarter t-shirt. I feel like Billy Madison in Nudie Magazine Day. Yeah, I did. Because you only had to hit her once, right? And it was very visible. You knew when it happened, correct? Active shooter bags. If you guys aren't familiar with these will hold single AK or M4 mag per pocket. Put water bottles, medical on the side. Both walls inside are Velcro lined, and then there is a pocket back here also Velcro lined for a cross-draw pistol should you want to put one there. You can put hyphen chest seals, burn dressings, whatever there will fit. We got some OD tool bags, got a couple IX tool bags. We have plenty of different slings. We have a assortment of large tool bags in different color options. Philip Strother, how are you? Stephen Peoples, what's that, man? Videos have inspired me to pull out the old Singer sewing machine and make some knife rolls for my growing collection. Love all your videos. Very grateful for your time spent. Easy K, man. Hey, what are you gonna line them with? Like, you're gonna put something soft in there? If you don't have access to something, I would recommend going and getting like some just some flannel material or something, and that'll work, or felt, you know, on the inside. Will you be ordering any more rats? Are we talking about rodents like for snakes, or are we talking about rats tourniquets like these right here? I've got orange, I have red, I don't know what, oh, I have neon. I don't know why they would put those in that package, but who knows with supply issues. We've got some ThyroSafe. I do have, it looks like one surgical kit left. These are Narcan pouches, hold duals. Those are sold. Amanda, these are sold? All the rats tourniquets are sold? I've always had better response when scruffing my dogs versus shock and discipline can be harder than done from a distance. Catching them is crucial. Will you be ordering any more videos? Got my dump pouch. Okay, we read all these. We do have some 500 IV pouches available. 6x6 zippered utility pockets. Got a few roll-ups. Yeah, I have some flannel as well as some ripstop material. Debating on trying, no idea where I got it. Cool, man, cool. Maybe we'll do a video, not that you need it, but maybe we'll do a video on how to do a roll-up pouch. They go with the trays I'm working on. They go with the trays I'm working on. I don't know what we're talking about. I don't have enough word. Tomorrow I will order eats as well as blankets. You mean rats? I wish I would have done the rebuttal. I wish you would have done the rebuttal to the State of the Union. David, I don't watch the World Wrestling forums. I didn't watch the State of the Union. I tried to watch it for a few minutes on Tim Pool. I've probably heard a few things, like I was watching Lauren Boebert tonight on Tim Pool. I think that was fucking great. They had Jim Jordan on there. You know, the Mises Caucus and the Freedom Caucus. Thomas Massey was not there. We have met him in real life several times. You will probably see him at a Self-Reliance Festival soon. Great interview with the Congress people on Tim Pool. You should watch that tomorrow if you haven't seen it. As far as the State of the Union, I didn't watch it. I asked Scully. He hadn't watched it either. All right, guys, we have 50 people on here. You want to have a discussion, type some stuff out, we will do that. Otherwise, I definitely have other shit to do. Or maybe, I don't know why it reverts. Let me change over. Maybe I'm missing some live chat. Here we go. Oh, yeah, there's a fucking ton more. Or maybe not. No, it just went to the top. Okay, I'm on live. No, I have not missed any comments. Has your weather been warm? It has been. The weather has been relatively warm. We were a little drizzly this morning. and it was pretty warm today. Probably, I don't know, maybe 50. I was outside, went outside in a hoodie, actually took the hoodie off and was just in a t-shirt for about 90 minutes probably. That was this morning. Medi, what's up? Build tutorial on large tool bag. No, I haven't. It would actually take, it would probably have to be busted into 2 sections. Right now we're just kind of showing how to sew things that you could immediately do. You know, if you're starting out sewing, and also something that will run for an hour or less. Felt like spring last. Yeah, Byron, we were walking down the driveway. Brandel and I walked the driveway out to the road today, and noticed that all of those new trees we put in have new growth buds on them. Now the problem with that, and maybe it's not a problem, except we're going to be like 30 degrees this weekend. So if those things come on and open up, and then it gets cold and those flowers drop, we won't get any fruit off of those trees this year. That'll be the 4th year we have not gotten fruit off of most of these stone fruit trees. Now the figs, we still get a ton of fruit off of the figs. Fixing stacks of steel coils so they don't fail, always fixing other mistakes. Right on. It was 65 when I went to Walmart. Nettie, what's up? Chris Case, ever done a build? Nothing is his fault. Biden says he's going to fix everything. Promise. Yeah, of course he is. Everything is everything's the other side's fault, and we're gonna do shit now in the next 2 years that we completely fucked up and did the polar opposite of the first 2 years. Yes, makes all the sense in the world. That happened to my pear tree. Yeah, same here, man. Our pear trees grow really well. But I think that's kind of the thing with pear trees. It takes a few years to really start getting fruit out of them. But if they stay alive to the point where they make fruit, they make a lot of fruit. Will you offer basic patterns for people to buy and follow? That would be a great way to offer pre-cut raw material. Yeah, we're actually discussing that. Just selling you a build kit. So we'll sell you the material. You'll do the assembly on it, and we'll maybe have a tutorial video or something with it. Something a little less theatrical than what we're doing, you know, more sterile. Cuts of raw material for people to follow, then probably with an application. I wonder if that process is nature's way of making things stronger. I hope you know, I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right. I hope it's not man-made engineered ways of trying to make us weaker through lack of calories, protein, and nutrition. But I fear that it is the later more than the first, right? I think that the weather is in fact engineered. And if the plants make it through, a byproduct of that might be that they are, in fact, stronger plants. I also think that there are vaccinations that are actually put and sprayed into the air. I think that that is also part of the engineering. Now, the question is, what are they vaccinating you for? What are they inoculating you with? I also see a lot of things saying they're using mRNA engineering in feeds that are being fed to all these animals now. That's a pretty recent thing too, from what I've heard. Neighbor, growing up, huge gardener, every winter wrapped their smaller trees with fabric that did something, not really sure. Yeah, and it actually helps. So on a night where you're gonna have a freeze for one night, you can totally put bed sheets over, but that's more like later in the growing season. You can totally do that. You could also use, they have these things called water walls. And it's kind of like a little teepee pyramid that goes around your seedlings. And they're filled with water. And they heat up when the sun hits them. Even on cold days, they heat up. And then that heat radiates to the plant when the air outside gets cold in the dark. And there's a lot to that. It does definitely work. We could start all kinds of plants right now and be a month or 2 months, even 3 months ahead of the game, simply by putting them in the row house. Caswell, what's up, man? Billy Magnum. Walmart has trees. Yeah, we need to bring trees. We always are kind of behind the curve. My chickens have uprooted almost all of those trees. And I've actually put mulch back around them. They're doing it again. I have some chickens that are just too free for my program, and they're going to be killed off and made into dog food. And then I've got to re-mulch just because we put wood chips just all around, and they've broken down and become soil. And now the worms have come up and are living in that soil there because it's so warm because of all the mulch. Well, they're tearing those. They've learned that there's worms in there, so they're tearing it apart and unrooting those, like kind of just toppling over those trees. So that's going to be a day's project. They just have to all be taken care of. Just took delivery of my Farmer's Friend hoop hat. That's what I have, man. Great product. Very happy with it. I know you have one. Curious on your thoughts on it after having it, as long as you have. I like it well enough. We're adding more of them. We're actually going to use them to overwinter chickens also. I would recommend, so if you ask me what to buy, I would tell you whatever you're getting, buy the high-rise kit for it, right? So when you put the poles in the ground, the poles are actually taller. Basically, you hammer rebar in, and then you put this other piece on there, and then the other piece slides in. Now, your normal spacing on those is 5 feet. We order them at 4 feet, so we have more purlons in between. Good product, man. I can't say anything negative about it. If you're in a cold climate, it gives you a warmer environment. When it gets hot in the summer, you can unskin that and simply use shade cloth, or you could just put shade cloth over your skin. What's all the orange bags? They're probably promo bags. They're probably going to ship out orders that are waiting on free bags. Probably tool bag lights would be my guess. And they, I don't know, you might have been able to buy them, but I doubt it. They're tool bag lights. And then there's grocery bags. I don't see a tag for these, so they're probably freebies to go in orders. I'm making sure that's it's a dummy. Get more blackberry plants. I don't fuck with blackberries. I'm not saying you shouldn't. We have them growing wild here, but for me to eat a blackberry, it's got to be, for a gallon of blackberries, it's got to be 2 gallons of sugar. It's just not worth the return to me. Yeah, I don't see a tag for these, so they're probably free bags. Do you fog machine to keep frost? No, I haven't ever, man. I have not. You can order orange tool bag lights. Okay, there you go. Tool bag light. It's the exact same size as our tool bag. It doesn't have the inside pockets. It doesn't have the Velcro. It doesn't have the extra zippers on the sides. Mr. Greg, what's up, buddy? We should put in a couple of beehives. We need to, man. Becky's got bees, so we're actually seeing bees on our property now. I don't want to take care of bees though. Bees, like, you can't just set bees there. There's some work involved with them, and it's like having another pet. I am totally not opposed to a guy bringing stacks here. Have you seen the raised garden beds made of aluminum flashing and steel pig fencing? That would probably last longer than wooden ones. I think you were talking about new ones on Living Free. So, Mark, you can. There's a ton of them. If you look at, is it Extreme Gardening? Who's Kevin? What's his name out of San Diego? He's got. I want to say it's Extreme Gardening and Extreme Homesteading. That's Epic. Epic Gardening, Epic Homestead. He sells some Birdie's raised beds. They come from Australia. Those are pretty cool. Tractor Supply sells something that looks like it, much cheaper, doesn't stay together. Spend a little more money, buy the better ones. If you want to build them yourself, you absolutely can. If you want to extend the life of your wood, just seal it. Paint it first. Start off with pressure treating. I know people are like, oh my God, pressure treating. They took the cyanide out of it. That's why pressure treated wood doesn't last for shit. And if you really want to extend it, and you truly are worried about it, the wood, you know, toxins in the wood, put a plastic liner inside of it. Use some Visqueen or some thicker. You can buy a whole hundreds of foot roll for, you know, not much at Home Depot or Lowe's, and staple that shit in there. So then your dirt will keep the plastic in place, and the dirt will touch the plastic, and the plastic will keep the dirt from sitting and rotting the wood, and it'll also keep any toxins in the wood from leaching in. Now, you're talking to a dude who used creosote railroad ties to make planters for years growing up, like decades growing up. But if you are concerned with that, you could use a rail tie or a good piece of pressure-treated lumber or something with creosote in it. The wood won't rot. You know, it'll take decades to rot. You obviously don't want to have that leaching into your food, but the plastic liner will definitely prevent that from happening. Chris Watkins, what's up, man? Put blackberries in a gallon with a little sugar and shake them right on. Yeah, cedar absolutely lasts longer. Black acacia lasts longer. There are definitely woods that are higher oil content or just so fucking hard and mean that nature can't destroy them. Anyone who doesn't think the application of chems into the atmosphere doesn't affect the entire planet should consider every square inch of the earth test positive for Scotchgard nanoparticles. So I didn't know that. But if you look into aluminum, and there was another metal that should not have been there on all the mountaintops. They never should have been there, but they're being there from the spraying. There was a big study about it 6 months, maybe a year ago. Hi, Chuck. Tried to follow you, but ended up with the other guy you were doing an interview with. Will you send me a link? It might have been silver iodine. Maybe that's what it was. I only kill spiders that have muscles. What's that mean? Not being an asshole. Like, what does that mean? Spiders that have muscles. I didn't kill that spider. I actually just kicked it up in there. It was just a wolf spider. I kill brown recluse spiders when we see them, and the spider you see the most here is the brown recluse spider, the one that's supposed to be reclusive. We do have black widows. It's very rare to run into one here. I did have a black widow come after me once. Super aggressive. Weird. We used to catch them all the time. When we were hunting snakes and lizards and stuff, turning boards over, we would always see them. I can't say I've ever seen one act aggressively, though. Really nasty bite if left untreated. I would take a black widow over a brown recluse. So I read something in the newspaper, Nashville Times or something, I don't know, bigger newspaper, said that 95% of people actually bit by brown recluses aren't actually envenomated. And most of the real bad bites you see is because they have a higher allergic reaction to the venom. When I used to be on the survival forums all the time, I do remember seeing a guy had put a helmet on and got bit by a brown recluse in the cheek and went to the hospital, and they treated it, and over a couple days, it made the volcano and imploded, and they actually had to debride so much of his face. It actually had a hole all through the side of his cheek, and he had to do skin grafts and all kinds of crazy, nasty shit. Storm like a mofo, Mississippi. Maybe your way, early hours. Got it. Thanks for the heads up. We were a little drizzly this morning. Had a little bit of rain. Little bit of rain. Andy Frisella, Sean Ryan. I saw that, man. I saw that. Good for both of those guys. Good for both of them dudes. tried to spray it, some chemicals, ran up the reverse side of a trash can in wall and come at me from the top with about eye level. So I was able to see her before she reached me as I was hunting her. Crazy. I think some of that comes with bacterial infection and not just venom. Perhaps, yeah, perhaps, man. Either way, I don't like spiders. I'm a reptile dude. A lot of reptile guys make more money doing arachnids because they just have such volume. And people, weirdos, buy spiders and arachnids more than snakes. Not that you don't sell snakes and lizards easily, but I'm not a spider guy. I've bought some very expensive spiders. We had a girl worked here. I bought her some of the blue palm spiders. I think that's those really beautiful blue tarantulas. Highly aggressive, highly venomous. When my son was here last summer, he got bit by a copperhead. It was, yeah, copperhead. Actually, if you're going to be bit and envenomated by a snake, the copperhead is your best choice. A lot of times they're not even going to give you anti-venom for it. It's definitely going to make you sick. On dogs, they don't really even use like an anti-venom most of the time. They just use Benadryl for a copperhead. Cottonmouth's going to be worse. Rattlesnakes are worse. You know, you're going to have a Cro-Mag or, you know, a horse serum venom is what they're typically going to give you. I've been bit by a rattlesnake October 1st, 1986, full envenomation of the left thumb. Special care unit, which is one down from critical care, 6 bottles of anti-venom over the evening. I think the closest I'd come to owning a spider would be a spider co. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Spiders can smell poison. Why spray in the air to kill? And they will actually move. Ah, I didn't know that. I've not heard that. Man, been busy, but it's good. Homeschool is working. Gonna get the damn 350 running, I swear. Right on. Oh, the F-350? Chinese balloon was trying to learn more about chemtrails. So they can harm their population like our government does. Praying mantis catching and eating hummingbirds. I don't think I've seen that. I have seen some bird eating spiders do some crazy shit. Got 2 rounds of 6 fowls each, but the second time he developed allergic reaction and even worse than snake. So typically, because it's horse serum, your body has an allergic reaction to the plasma from the horse. They inject the venom into a horse, it builds a tolerance, they pull the serum from the horse, centrifuge it, and process it into an anti-venom. And you do get very sick. I was broke out in hives, and then was having to take all kinds of different steroidal things to counter that reaction from the horse serum. Side note, have you seen those snow bikes before? Full mods to swap out. Yeah, I have, man. I have. We don't have enough snow here for that. I know Rob has some of those over in Montana. Ghost day pack. Yeah, those are nice. Those are nice. I have one very lonely day pack here. It is Typhon with toxic green thread, and it's got green under the shoulders, and it's got green inside for the guts. Pretty neat. I don't know who I pissed off last year. Caught 5 copperheads over 3 feet long, dozen brown widow egg sacs, and 2 widows in the yard. Huh. Not good, not good. Spider people are weird. Yeah, they are weird. Yeah. Yes, they are. All right, guys. A couple more minutes, then I'm going to jump off of here. Last minutes, comments, questions. What's the most snow you've seen in Tennessee? I don't know, but the most I recall was probably last year. And accumulation, like I could step certain places and it'd be almost up to my kneecap. But like that was out in the woods, right? That wasn't, and it didn't keep us from anything. All the roads were wide open. You know, it didn't really affect us at all. What 8-year-old girl colors are available for a fanny pack? Available to purchase right now? Nothing. You can order pretty well anything you want. Oh, no, I guess I'm wrong. I have Typhon pink thread right here. Spiders chasing you? No, I don't dream. I don't worry about that. I've spent a lot of time in tunnels, under cities and stuff like that. And I've been in tunnels where you'll be walking and then all of a sudden the tunnel will reduce and you'll be walking bent over and then all of a sudden the tunnel will reduce again and you will be crawling hands and knees and then it'll just have a side chute to get where I need and we'll have to shimmy, right? And you'll actually have to get in and it'll reduce again and you'll have to fucking slide out backwards and there are always spiders there. I guess I've been very lucky. I hate spiders. I hate spider webs. But there's nothing you can do about it once you're there. So you just deal with it and hope you don't get bit. And I have not ever been bit, luckily. Snow keeps the weak people home. Yeah. Is Tiff Blue with pink thread a possibility? It is. You can order it under custom. Put it in the notes. Make sure you hit apply once you have the notes there. If you're on your phone and you can't see it, scroll over till you see it. Once you order, take your confirmation email and reply to that and go, hey, I just want to make sure I got my notes in there, especially for something weird like that. A lot of times people will order custom, there'll be no notes, and then we have to email you about it. I have the feeling of walking through the spider web constantly feeling like one is chilling on your shoulder. I might be blind, but do you make a 30 cal pull-out pouch like the 12 gauge? Yeah, we do. Yeah, it's called the 762 pull-out tray. You don't make the belts till ready to ship. Possible it hasn't been made yet. I know the answer will be reply to the order confirmation, but before I waste my time, I ordered a belt with a bunch of custom crap. I've lost 6. Yeah, Anthony, I can't do shit for you, man. You absolutely know the... because usually, not always, usually, the customer isn't giving you the entire picture. I can't do shit. And for some reason, not necessarily you, but I'm going to put your name in and I'm going to have 20 of you guys and I'm not going to find a belt order. So when you reply to the confirmation email, that email shows me exactly what you ordered. And now I'm not looking for you when you ordered under your wife's name or your Apple Pay was under a different name or your Google Pay or you did a Sezzle thing that broke it into 4 payments and that's on your sister's account. When you email me, it gives me an actual hyperlink. I can click it and it takes me right into my system so I can see everything that's there. So we make a couple things for 762. This is a 10 round, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is an 8 round card. I thought these were 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 8 round cards for 762. And we make a 22 round card. I think it's 22 rounds. Right here. Just like so. Right there. I live in Virginia, 2 years, and the adult snow day, and they had an adult snow day. Everyone was, yeah, same here. Diatomaceous earth good for spider abatement. They say it is. Here's the thing you need to know about diatomaceous earth, though. Once it's rained on, it doesn't fucking work. Like you can put it down to keep slugs, for instance, from coming up in your garden as a barrier. As soon as it gets wet, it negates it. It's dead after that. Let me know what you have and can check with my reloading friends. They're always in the market for product. Uh, Kids nowadays will have no school because, yeah, same here, man. We are creating such a fucking weak population. They don't play flag football. They don't play, like, you can't even say smear the queer, right? One of the congressmen was on there tonight going, yeah, you get in a fight on the playground and that was the end of it. Kids can't fight. They don't know any physical pain. They don't know any toughness, mental toughness, physical toughness. He's like, we played smear that, and he's like, I can't even say the word on here because it'll get your channel demonetized, right? Smear the queer. You can't play none of that shit. Nothing happens. And parents are so fast. We don't let, well, I did. They don't let their kids cry themselves to sleep, right? You have 7 and 8 year olds still sleeping in mom's bed. I mean, for Christ's sake, you got 7 and 8 year olds still fucking breastfeeding. That's your thing. Whatever, do your thing, weirdo. But we are so fast. It's almost like, you know when a baby cries and a pregnant woman's around and her nipples start to leak milk when she hears a baby cry? It is like when you hear a child cry, your fucking nuts pull up in your body and it hurts you, right? We are so fast to pick that little motherfucker up when he fell down because he looks around, right? He's looking to you to see your reaction. His first instinct, most kids when they fall down do not cry. They cry when they see the reactions of the parents. And we don't teach kids the difference between it hurts and I am injured. We use the word hurt. Are you hurt? That means injured, right? We use weak words. No rope to climb in. Yeah, no, that's a good point, man. We used to climb a big fucking rope in gym class, and if you let go of that motherfucker, you would break your leg. Like, none of that happens anymore. Monkey bars. Look at how monkey bars used to be 3 and 4 stories high. Everything's fucking rubber mulch and fucking pillowy and foam pads. Got it. Sorry, I wasn't making for anything now. Just wondering if I heard you right that sometimes you make belts last, but thank you. I'll reply to the email. Yeah, just reply to the email, man, when I get off of here, because I'm going to see that. I'll probably be sitting in bed. I will see that, and I will hit print. And then sometime tomorrow, I'll go through the printer tray, and if it's a belt, you probably won't even hear from us. We'll just pull it out. Now, if it's other shit, then, we'll look and see what the options are. 12-foot metal slide that you landed in gravel. Yeah, that's how it always was, man. We used to, as kids, we were on the swings. Now the swings have like fucking seat belts on them. We used to swing and try to get the swing to go over the top, upside down. That was the goal. Or to see who could fucking fly off the swing the highest and the furthest. That was always the goal. Have you ever had a ride in a fighter? I have not, and I have not had a ride in a fighter jet. Tim Pool was great. Absolutely, he was. Yeah, that was a great interview tonight with those people. Dana White said, if you are even remotely a savage, you will run over anyone from this gen. Yeah, if you have any fucking motivation, if you have any testosterone in your body, you will fucking decimate these little motherfuckers that are coming up. Abso-fucking-lutely. You will destroy 99% of them. The other 1% you won't. It's because his parents or her parents are raising them correctly and their hormones are optimized. They are not fed fucking poison that has dumbed them down, and they are fed whole, single ingredient foods. They are fed clean water. That's literally, you don't have to give a young person enhancements and inputs to make them produce right? You have to remove toxins. Did you ever make it into the top of the 20-foot rope? I made it through. Yeah, I've made it to the top of the rope in the gym. Yeah, I did. And I'm not like an athlete, guys. I was very reclusive. I was a nerd. I was fucking picked on. I kind of kept to myself, read books and magazines. I didn't play any organized team sports unless I absolutely had to. But I was in the weight room all the time. All the time. And I could run. Like every week we had to run 2 miles, right? I won in elementary school. I set most of the times for those runs. Play a game in school called tire tug. We used to play dodgeball, like and kickball. We used to play kickball. Kickball was dodgeball kicked with your feet, right? We also had a thing called kickball that you'd run the bases, but instead of hitting the ball with a bat, you would kick the ball, right? And it was with one of those red balls. But we used to kick that fucking ball at people also in another game. War ball. We had ball wall also, or wall ball also. Hey, what's up, Jose? How are you? Did you make the top? Remember we had tires in the playground, and they always had fire ants. We didn't. I don't remember fire ants, but we did have enormous tractor tires that you could not begin to move. First team to get them to their end zone 1. No other rules. Yeah, and we play like Red Rover sends somebody over, and you have to run through and break through their arms. Dirt Clod, yeah, we did Dirt Clod Wars. We played BB gun wars. There were no paintballs, and it was a 1 pump rule. And as soon as somebody got shot, you'd hear them clicking it 3 pumps, and then it'd become 5 pumps. Yeah, we were pulling BBs out of each other. Like I have a scar on the end of my nose right now that came from a BB gun war when I was probably 12, 13, 14 years old. I shot John Wilson's tooth out. Mike Wilson, we had to pop a BB out of his shoulder. Like we were like, and luck, thank God nobody lost an eye, but we weren't even wearing eyeglasses or eye pro, nothing like that. Big gun fights, rocks, fireworks. Yep. Hell, we made yeah, we did a ton of that shit. Rocket fuel, fertilizer bombs, pressure bombs, 50 cal shells crimped over with black powder, well, actually flash powder, right? Higher added volume aluminum so it would flash faster. Pulling power wheels behind a bike. Yep. We were jumping over trash cans. Somebody had a shelf. It might have come from my house. It was like a 1x12. And we put it on the edge of a trash can. And you jump it. And then you'd see how many trash cans you could jump over. And then somebody would put slugs and worms and shit on the lids of the trash can. There was never a time when I didn't have like a big wound on my kneecaps or on my forearms or the side of my face. We never wore helmets. And like I was running down the street and doing kickouts on the bike, and I got too far and it swapped out, busted. I got a concussion and had stitches in my chin. I've had stitches in both sides of my chin. I've had stitches behind my ear. Like just shit happened. Had a merry-go-round on the perimeter with a skeletonized inner frame that you could get in and push like Conan. Kid Slinger 5000, absolutely. 50 pounds of oh shit. Bama, you go buy those contents now, and the feds would be at your house if they would even sell it to you. South Florida, tons of pools. So we used a 2-liter bottle, pool shock, and aluminum foil to make a little boom. Yep. We're probably gonna this is definitely getting reviewed right the fuck now. There's our satellite that is tasked to my compound is definitely disseminating this information to others to look at currently. Shot bottle, yeah, we always did that in PVC tubes, always bottle rockets. Have to sign for fertilizer, I didn't know that, unless you're a farmer. Chlorine bombs. BB gun fights, rock fights. Tell my kids how easy life is all the time. The Romans could look at a man and tell how many lashings would kill him. Man, I broke my nose playing wall ball. Stepped in a gopher hole 2 feet from the wall and went nose first. Best dodgeball to use was a slightly underinflated volleyball. I like to use large crescent wrenches. Because if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a dodgeball. Cheese Club, Mobley Peg. I have a few scars. There must be some comments here I'm not fucking seeing. Potato candy, yeah. Major offense in California, like put you in jail kind of shit in California. Fucking insane, right? Fucking absolutely absurd. Sorry, I got to answer the door. Yeah, 11-year-old, sixth grade, set the record for shot put until they decided to include the special ed kid into the competition. 16-year-old Eddie beat me by 5 feet. That's fucking awesome. Mongo strength. Yeah, you're not allowed to say that either. All right, guys. Hey, I'm gonna jump off of here. You guys have a fucking great evening. We have a lot of product available. If you're on our text app, you saw that. If you're late on here and you're interested in product, I always show that at the very beginning of the video so you can see what's available. I also make some posts on Instagram. Oxygen acetylene balloons. Yep. Always thought the school food was good. Yeah, Amanda loved the pizza. Like, she just loves the pizza. Why did they always give you green beans with the pizza? What the fuck was that about? Who's got bail money? You didn't have to bail kids out, right? They got caught. The police would make you call your parents, or they'd take you home and tell your parents. But it wasn't like we're going to arrest these kids and ruin their lives. It wasn't like that. Or corn, yeah. There's some legit people on the chats. Good night. Yeah, absolutely. Good time. Corn nuggets. I don't even know what that is, Monica. You reached way out there. We got celery sticks with school pizza. Hey, guys, we're going to have Self-Reliance Festival if you want to come here. I think we got 60 speakers or something crazy already. We have a lot of stuff that's on the schedule. Selfreliancefestival.com. You can see that, get tickets and everything. Nicole's doing a live every Thursday at 7 o'clock. It'll be on my channel also, so you guys can see that. But it's going to be mid-late March, right? I think it's like 24, 25, whatever weekend that is. And it'll be here. And we got a Bear Independence coming in. He's been here a few times. He's coming in with his crew, and they're doing a medical class on Friday. So if you want to come into town, the beauty of that is when you get tickets to that pre-thing, we all hang out here. So we'll do dinner and hang out and bullshit for hours that evening. So it's kind of like a pre-thing. You don't have to do that. You can come in, Saturday, and we kind of do the same thing Saturday night. It's just a smaller setting, right? There might be 100 people here instead of 600 people. So you just get more one-on-one time, and we get to know each other and just kind of hang out and talk. That was back when pizza wasn't considered a vegetable. Yeah. Drunk MTG pizza sandwich were the best. I don't even know what that is. Slap, scare you, go home, don't do it again. Yeah. Is that taper war belt underneath the table where y'all have the freshly made injectable cases for sale? Is that the Arid one I built the other night? I think that's a 30-inch. What size pants do you wear? 24, 25, 26. What's that mean, John? Oh, the dates. Duh. See, like if I'm supposed to do some shit, you gotta ask me if I'm gonna do it, and if I tell you yes, I'm like, okay, remind me a week ahead of time, remind me a day ahead of time, remind me an hour ahead of time, and remind me 15 minutes ahead of time. So this is Arid, and I think it's a 30-inch. This is the last one I made. I think it's 30. And it's got multi-cam edge tape because I don't have Arid edge tape. 32. This would work for you. Send me an email. It's $250. If you're still interested, send me an email. If you're not, no worries. Square pizza. Your memory's good. It's just short. Well, I'm on to the next thing always. Like, we shot a video today about urgency. Like, I have to move in urgency because I'm going to have another fucking idea, or I'm going to be sidetracked. I might have ADD. I don't know. I've never been diagnosed with it. I really don't give a shit. I think if you tried to cure that, it would fucking dope me down. All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here and go find some pizza. Dakota, who was on here, Great Wolf, he'll be at the event also. And he brought me some cider yesterday. It was a chocolate chipotle mead or cider. I don't know what it was. I don't drink beer. Like you'll never see me with a fucking beer in my hand. And I only drank it because he made it and brought it to me. That was fucking good. Like that was really good. And you'll get to meet him also. He'll be here. I've got an idea for you. The good idea fairy. There you are. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Isaac, email me your idea. I'll make fun of you later. If it's really good, I'll use it and not give you credit for it. Just send me an email, man. I'll talk to you later. Single mag tourniquet holder, sits high for CC. We need to do a horizontal tourniquet. We need to do a belt mount tourniquet. So single mag tourniquet. You want a single mag and a tourniquet? Is that what you're saying, like side by side? You can already do that. You can put the tourniquet and then put a single mag next to it. And be way more usable than one unit. This is one thing with 2 cells. All right, guys, I'm out.